Hey guys, welcome to Rising Vibrations. This reading is called His Point of View, the breakup. This is a retrospective per zodiac sign for a male. If a male broke up with you or you broke up with a male, it's looking at his perspective as to why you broke up. This is for time now, all the way back about 7 years, believe it or not, because I'm looking at the movements of Saturn through Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. So watch this video if you want to know his point of view as to why you broke up. We're going to go in a bit more detail, but I'll save it for the reading. So anyway, thank you for your support. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the shares. And thank you for hanging in there with me. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Welcome to Rising Vibrations. This reading is for Aries. This is if you broke up with or an Aries male, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus broke up with you between now and 7 years back. Why is that? I'm looking at the energy and movement of Saturn from Libra to Scorpio to Sagittarius to Capricorn. We're also looking at some of the energy of the blood moon tetrad back in 2013, 2014 time period, as well as Venus being in retrograde. So this is for the Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, as well as Venus, who you broke up with, or who broke up with you, his point of view. We're going to look at the karmic background. We're going to look at what happened, the past feelings and emotions from his point of view. We're going to look at the actions that caused the breakup and what you may not know from his point of view. We're also going to look at what you could have done to change his mind. And finally, where this is all headed. Then we're going to close out this kind of karmic cycle. Look at what can close out this karmic cycle between the two of you. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have the quarrel. For a karmic background, the core issue. This feels like a general disagreement and a power struggle. I think Aries had this before. This is just power struggle. And I feel like it's just their energy. And I feel like you were fed up with it. I feel like they were not fed up with it. I feel like it was a part of who they were. This is someone who's very comfortable with being aggressive, with being mad, with being angry, with yelling. Even if it has nothing to do with you, just being grouchy or grumpy or disagreeable. Because they could be. This is Aries, Libra energy. This is Mars, Venus energy. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So it's very fitting. This was a part of their core issue, a power struggle. You could have been in a situation where you were powering through this to show you're not going to take advantage of me. You're not going to tell me what to do. You yell at me, I yell back at you. You treat me this way, I'm going to treat you this way as well. So this is you diving into this power struggle and trying to hold your own. You love this person, you want to be with them, but you're like, you're not going to do this to me. This is what's happening. This is the energy that Aries brought on. We have the Ace of Wands. See that? So this was a passionate issue between the two of you, but it was also an extremely destructive energy between the two of you. It was a lot of time wasted with the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. A lot of wasted time, a lot of valuable wasted energy and potential here. So what happened? What were the past feelings and emotions and attitudes for the Aries? We have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Queen of Cups. So there is something here really about playing games. This is something about, at some point, some friendly competitions between the two of you that got out of hand. And then you going back and saying, how did this get so far gone? This started off as a small disagreement, a small argument. Now we haven't spoke to each other for days. But I feel like it's a lot of game playing on the part of the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus male, just to press your buttons, just to see you go off, you know. And then when they want to take the energy down, they do this. But just as quick as they take it down, they bring it back up again. And I felt like it was a horrible situation for the other person to be in, where they felt like they were walking on eggshells, and then the next minute feeling like, no, you won't do this to me. I'm not walking on eggshells and fighting back. But it was like a roller coaster in effect. But the Aries is quite comfortable in all of this. So what actions finally caused the breakup in his mind? What you may not know, what caused the breakup in his mind? What you may not know. We have the Nine of Swords. I'm sorry. We have the Four of Swords. I'm sorry. This really wore you out. And he looked at you being worn out and emotionally drained from this as a type of defeat. Like he felt like he won out. He defeated you. He beat you. He broke you down. He won. He won. And from his side, we have, look at that. So interesting. The Nine of Wands. This is something I feel like was really out of his control. He's not really even understanding why he was behaving this way. He did not want to see you hurt, but he can't, on one way, stop this or control this. Some way he enjoys seeing you hurt or that you give in, like he felt like he beat you, like he felt like he won. But on the other way, this is taking so much energy out of him. Think of a child who has a temper tantrum, and when they cry and scream and exert all of this burst of emotion and anxiety and anguish, and then how exhausted they were after this. There's something in that here. A lot of exhaustion. Even he was exhausted. I feel like it was more the other person who ended this. It may have been mutual, but I feel like it more came from your side, that you just can't do it anymore. You couldn't do it anymore. What would have changed his mind? We have the Knight of Cups. So we have the Knight of Swords versus the Knight of Cups. And on his side, we have the Seven of Cups of what would have changed his mind. So this is just like more loving energy versus combative energy. This is you giving in, just giving in, and not putting up so much of a fight. You see that here. You each go to your corner with this Four of Swords. You each go to your corner with this Nine of Wands. And then when you come back out, you don't come back out swinging. You come back out giving in. You just say, okay, I'll do it your way. And you do this every time with this Seven of Cups here. Every time you have these emotional disagreements where this former partner, Aries, wanted to be in the lead or in command or in control, or the leader or the winner, in effect, when you have these situations, you are the one who always gives in. This is what would have changed his mind. But you have to want to give in. It can't be that you gave in and there was any resentment. He just wanted you to give in because it seems that he wanted to be the winner. He wanted to be the one in control, or he felt more capable than you as well with these Knights. He just felt like he was the one to make the decision, especially if he was more mature than you or older than you. Just feeling like you're junior and you should do it his way. He may not even have been fully aware that he was coming off this way. It's a type of illusion in all this, that he's not fully aware. So finally, where this is headed, we have Major Arcana, the High Priestess, and we have the Ace of Wands again. So the power struggle would continue between the two of you with both of these aces there. That would not have changed. So you can be comfortable to know that even if he may be with someone else and he may be giving off the energy, like he's so much so mature, he's matured so much and he's a different person now, And in fact, he hasn't really changed, even if he's giving off this impression. He's still having the same type of power struggles and issues with the partner he's currently with. This has not changed. He may be hiding it very well, but it hasn't changed. So finally, what will make a type of closure in all of this for you if you're dealing with the past Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign now? We have, oh, it's so interesting. We have symbol on. Oh, that's really an interesting message. This is Libra Sag energy. So we move from Aries Libra energy to Libra Sag energy. Venus Jupiter energy. So this is a type of emotional growth, maturity, and intelligence that's required in a relationship, and that the Aries just has to learn this. But I feel like it's a lesson that they will have to learn throughout their life. It's something that they will continue to struggle with. They're still trying to find this balance. They're trying to learn this. But I feel like they're relying on partners who will take this approach, with partners who are very clever in how they give in, or they give the impression that they're giving in, but they're actually not. Let's see if anything else comes out for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have, look at that, Major Arcana, the Tower. And we have the King of Cups now. So we also have the Queen of Cups over here, by the way. So again, it looks like this is an energy that they are going to struggle with. They haven't, even if they're giving the impression that they've moved past this, they haven't really been able to figure this all out of how you get that balance. With the King of Wands, the Tower, and the Queen of Wands, they're still trying to learn and figure out how to get that balance in their relationships. They haven't reached it yet. And perhaps for you, I think the final closure would be is to seek that balance in your future relationships. Not put yourself in a situation where you have to fight for your rights or bump heads with somebody or stand your ground. Just leave when it's not working in that way. Why make that fight? Why put yourself in that energy where you're exhausting yourself with that fight? With this Knight of Swords and also the Four of Swords, you just move away from it. Not fight to fight for your rights, or to fight to be noticed, or fight to be recognized. You have a partner who's so aggressive with you in this way, or making these power struggles, it's just better to move on. So that's what I have for his point of view for the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I hope you liked the video. I hope you shared it. And I hope I see you again soon. Thanks a lot.